Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and a happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. My name is Scott. I'm a technical artist with Studio 369, and today I'm wearing a little bit of green. But in addition to that, we're going to be taking a look at the latest updates that we have so far to Noble Legacy. We've had a couple of changes here in terms of just a little bit of a quality and overall uh, just smoothing out some of the errors that we've had there. And with that, excuse me, we are going to be kind of going through the same uh, tutorial section again. Turn that a little bit down for you. There we go. So we're going to be going through the same tutorial section again, but in this time, I'll kind of be noting all of the changes that we made and just some quality of life stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. So go ahead and boot up the campaign here. Just log into it and make our character very quickly so that we can get right to the good stuff there. So one of the first things that you'll see as soon as we load into it there is that we've updated the intro cinematic to now have the finished characters between Edward and your created character. So we'll see that. I'll be quiet. I'll move my camera out of the way, and we'll then proceed forward with it. So give it 1 second to load, and here we go.
And just how long do you plan to look out that window?
For as long as it takes to believe my eyes.
Trees and mountains aren't hard to believe if you ask me, my lord.
Let us find respite soon. I can't remember life outside of this carriage.
And there you have it. So now we no longer have any,
a place I've imagined since I was a boy, sitting in my father's tent.
No more any weird mannequins that we did before. So now we have, the characters in there, and it looks a heck of a lot better. So let's go ahead and move into the village here. So in terms of visuals, everything is going to be mostly the same. The difference is going to come from just certain moments that when you progress through the certain quests, there's going to be some pop-ups that are now going to be helpful and to hopefully guide you into the direction that you want to go. So let's head into the village here, and we will again begin by talking to Alma.
This place seems a bit run down. I wonder what befell these people.
Let us find out.
So we're going to go ahead and head over to Alma. Like I said, again, nothing structurally is different with anything that you're going to see here, but the notices will become more apparent as we progress through there, and I'll point them out.
Hello, traveller. Welcome to Greenwood Farm. Our larder is a bit meagre these days, but you're welcome to a warm fire and some mushroom stew if you need a rest.
Do you know not who you address, woman? This is the rightful lord of this land, and he owns this farm and everything within it.
Calm yourself, Edward. You are most generous to offer such hospitality. Might I offer to help in return?
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
This place has everything it needs
to
succeed.
So again, we're going to be continuing on with the same beginning quest, which is heading back over to grab the axe from the cart and begin chopping down the tree. The changes will take place a little bit later on,
all best done from
so I'll kind of get there as fast as we can, and then maybe be able to show a bit more of the what you can expect in the later end of the game in terms of the structures that you can build. So again, 2 to hit to equip the axe. We'll go ahead and cut down the tree here. Alright, I'll go ahead and chop this down.
Quiet is nice, but I could use some excitement from time to time.
Hope you all are out there wearing your green today as
Great
well
display
for
of
St.
strength, my
Patrick's Day. Okay, and so here we see one of the new changes that we have in here is that we now have these UI screens that will pop up to kind of give you some additional information to help guide you in the direction of what we would like you to go, and so that you're not as confused as you were probably previously, just kind of do some internal feedback of our own, and where yes, you have the kind of quest markers in the in the top left of the screen, but it's not really clear kind of the in-between moments, and where we just kind of assume a lot up front, like what is the build menu key? That's pressing F. You need the hammer in order to build something. You need the whole maintenance of the building, the key parts in order to make it a building. So we laid it out all here for you, and where we can clearly see building structures is vital to your success. You need to open the build menu with F. You can place frames of structures and complete them later. And then completing a structural part requires the materials and your hammer. And then once you place these key parts onto a structure, it will become a building, and your buildings can be viewed in your kingdom menu by pressing K. Each building may have different assignment slots where you can place villagers to accomplish related tasks. Some buildings have multiple requirements to function. Check these requirements in the maintenance tab of the building. Details menu. Upgrading a building will result in more assignment slots. You get the rest. So it's just handy new pop-ups to give you some more information.
Surely you have enough.
And this is going to be a kind of a continuing theme throughout the whole
You are truly too kind to these peasants.
throughout the whole prologue experience here. So let's go over back to our plot here, and we're going to go ahead and with our new knowledge build our foundation and build our woodcutters building. Do that. Build the stairs, which again, if you don't want to go all the way back and into the foundations here, you can just hit F, and then it is in the quick build over here, because you'll be using them quite a bit.
Quiet is nice.
Place our walls, again, also in the quick select, that radio menu there. And then go ahead and build these walls. Go ahead and build our gabled roof as well. Oh, we're gonna need some planks here, so go ahead and grab a couple. And then build. Now we're gonna place our woodcutter's bench, just as we did before in the previous build. So this hasn't changed. So build your woodcutter's bench, and then we can see this is already, the building has been claimed to be a woodcutter's building, and we can, when we press K, we'll be able to see that on the map that is a woodcutter. But because of this exclamation, this kind of caution symbol here, we see that it's missing a fundamental. In this case, it's missing the log pile storage. So that's all clearly labeled for you. So again, go back into the production tab in our build menu, our log pile, and then we're going to go ahead and place it. If I could ask Thomas if you could move out of the way, please. Maybe if I over here. All right. Maybe I can kind of squeeze it in there. Thomas. Yes, please move out of the way. Or let's see if we can build around them there. Maybe this is something we can take a look at in the future, of just getting AI to be a bit more cooperative.
Our settlement will need more lumber and planks. One of these villagers should be able to take over from here.
We'll go ahead,
That stout
open up
lad
our
of theirs
woodcutter,
looks like he
go
has
over
some
to the
strength. He would make a good
status,
woodcutter.
and then put in Fred as our lumberjack as usual.
Mushrooms.
We've
If I
also
have to
gotten
eat
Fred to
another
be a
mushroom,
bit
I'll
more
be sick.
consistent,
We should sell some of these wretched
or at
things
least
to whoever
villagers
is
in
stupid
general,
enough to buy
to
them.
cut down trees,
Good
and they will
idea,
continue to put them in the log
Further
pile.
invest in this little
Before
village.
they would used to kind of
Yes,
cut out
something of the
sometimes
sort.
and say that storage is
We'll
full,
need
but now
planks
they're a
from the
lot more
woodcutter to build
consistent.
proper storage for a market.
So let's go ahead and cut down a couple of more trees here, just so that we can build up our plank supply and give Fred some time to kind of build up his own. So let's go ahead and chop some down. Watch deer right there on the left. Oh, we got too close, or it got too close to us. Go ahead and chop this down. All right. So we've also seen a couple of you have joined our Discord server. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate that, and we appreciate the feedback that you've been giving us from what you've seen so far. Please continue to post messages in there. We will, respond to them to the best of our ability, with our wonderful community manager. And at the same time, our Steam page will be coming up soon, so keep an eye out for that, so where you'll be able to wishlist the game. Should be very, very cool. Other than that, keep an eye out for our other social media pages that we have out there. We're constantly making new posts, and in our Discord server, we do have a bot that is going to be posting, or I believe it already has been posting our updates in there on our newsfeed channel. So keep an eye out for that if you want to see the latest posts that we have for it, giving little tips and little sneak peeks into what you can expect in Noble Legacy. So this will probably be the last tree that we cut down here for all that we need. And we should probably be good for the rest of the kind of tutorial area, especially with Fred that's going to be taking trees down on his own. So let's go ahead back to the woodcutter's bench, and we're going to go ahead and make these planks. Also don't want to cut down too many logs because, there is a bit of weight to each log, so you can only really hold so much. So this would be a good amount for now. Maybe just one more. There. All right. Well, so we're gonna head over to the next building plot. We're gonna go ahead and build our market storage and market ledger. So again, open up F for our build menu, and then we're going to place down 2 foundations. This time I'm going to build it kind of a front to back. I always do kind of left to right. Let's do a front to back, just because that we can with our flexible build system. And go ahead and build these foundations.
Well done, my lord.
As always, let's build some stairs so we can get up to it, so you don't have to mantle it. Alright, now we're going to be needing our market ledger. So let's go ahead and build this over here. We'll build it slightly to the left, with the idea that we'll be able to get to the back. Hello again, Thomas. And then let's go ahead and build our market storage right in the back.
It looks alright. We might need to add some more structure to consider it complete.
We're going to be needing to build the rest of the walls. Whoops, that's not where I meant to build one. Get rid of that. So you get rid of something, you just look at it and press Q, which opens up the specific item. But if you want to select the entire building, there is another option for that as well. And then you can either choose the individual or the building to demolish. So let's go ahead and try that again. Place down our wooden walls and give it a build. And then we'll add on a bit more structural components until we meet the requirements for the building. It might mean we need to put on a roof or a couple more walls, so we shall see here. Alright, looks like let's try building a roof. Yeah, let's do the thatched gable. And go ahead and build. Alright, we need a little bit more. Let's try doing a the wood gabled wall. And let's go ahead and build it over here. might be enough. No, we need a little bit more. Alright, let's do a couple more walls. And I think this should probably be enough. If not, we'll build up some more. There we go. Alright, second pop-up window here. So this time, it's going to be talking about visitors, because visitors are a very important part of the game, and where it's all about, you know, building a kingdom. So you are a kingdom that is very small at the moment. Calling it a kingdom is a bit generous. You know, it's a small village, and you're going to need people to enter in your village eventually. But for right now, you need to build the reasons for them to be able to join. So that's what this page is going to be explaining about, between the various parts of the village economy, which is, you know, selling items to then get gold from the incoming passerbyers, to then be able to use that gold coin for things in the future that will help your establishment. As you can see, villagers are an integral part of the village's economy. Higher tier and better regarded your village is, the more visitors you will attract. They'll spend gold in your village and provide the right things for them. The visitors have various intentions when they visit your village. The more activities you have available for them, like purchasing various goods, patronizing establishments, and finding entertainment, the more gold they'll spend. And visitors will have thoughts about your village that will dictate how likely it is for them to return. With better reviews, you'll attract higher class visitors and earn more, but beware troublemakers that'll slip in with the crowd. So let's go ahead and continue. But speaking of items that we need to sell for the village economy, we need to go gather the mushrooms, which is right at the start. So we're going to head right over there. Fred is still cutting up wood. Thank you for doing the work, because we will be using some of those logs later, probably. Go ahead and harvest some mushrooms
Hey,
here.
how's it going then?
Those look delectable, my liege.
All right, so we to head back over to the market storage and put the mushrooms in there so that they are able to be sold before we tick it off that they are ready to be sold in the market stall that we will build in just 1 second. So let's head back inside, go to the market storage, store those mushrooms, and now we need to build a stall. So let's build it kind of right across the road here. Let's do it right about
The
here.
first villager we spoke to seemed jovial enough. Perhaps
And
we
then
should
we're
run
going to
the
need to
market.
assign somebody to it. So we're going to assign Alma. And then we need to mark that we're selling mushrooms, which is this button over here.
Now that we have goods for sale, visitors will start to visit the town and spend gold here.
And now we just kind of have to wait for the people to come in.
Where
And
are these visitors coming from?
The surrounding country, my lord. Travellers, poor farmers, and so on. Visiting the nearest town to trade their mouldy potatoes for whatever shiny things we're willing to sell. God willing, they'll bring some gold with them to this place so we can swindle, trade them for it.
All right, and here come the passerbyers now.
No news
And
is good news,
Get
I
them
reckon.
to buy our mushrooms.
Hey, how's it going then?
We also have a couple more outfits for the villagers now where they look a bit more distinct from one another in kind of unique combinations here with unique names as well. Let's go ahead. There we are. We just sold 5 mushrooms there, and we'll get 5 more here.
I was out walking this morning and noticed a small lake over yonder. The fish were practically leaping out of the water. If we had a small jetty near the lake, we could easily have some lovely fish for dinner. I noticed some of our visitors dropping by the market stall asking for fish. Many are leaving disappointed. If we are able to sell fish, we can earn more gold and entice more visitors to our settlement.
So we're going to be building the jetty here. And we do have AI fishing working. with this build, goes from what I tested earlier. And let's go ahead and, come on, Edward, build the foundation there so we can kind of not have to get our lights wet to get onto it. And then, as usual, let's build some stairs. And we're going to need one more key thing for the fishery here under the production, and that is the fishing rack in order to store said fish. There we go. And
Now
we'll
to
go
see
ahead
if
and
this lake can deliver anything
begin
edible.
the fishing. Pressing 3 will equip our fishing rod, and then go ahead and start fishing. So, as you can see, with some of these tasks are quite slow to complete, and you know that's why you have other people to assign these tasks to do, and where you don't have to worry about them. You can worry about the more exciting aspects of building a kingdom, which can quite literally be building. So go ahead after we fish these first 5, we will assign a new worker to go ahead and do it for us. It's done here, 3 out of 5. And all this is to show you that with, especially with later parts and where you have to deal with the more harsh seasons, such as winter, where food is not abundant and you need to really prepare for them, you can't raise a kingdom all on your own. You need the help of your villagers that you're building it with. So it's all
Well,
this is to
we
kind
have a
of
fishery, but I have better things to do with my time than stand around with a line and a net all day. We should see if we can convince one of these poor souls to move to our village and help catch fish.
We have no more housing for another villager. We'll need to build another house.
You know best, my lord. Perhaps we can use an existing schematic for this hut. You know how I hate to dawdle with the minutiae.
All right, and so when you place the prefab here for the house, you can see our third pop-up UI. So this one is talking about recruitment. So besides people passing by your village, you want people to join your village, to grow it to a larger size, to be able to gather more food, do more things at a relatively faster scale. You know, in any building crafting game, you know, there's always the part of doing the work yourself and then kind of automating the work so you don't have to do it. It may be slow in the start, but it's stuff you don't have to do, and it's all happening concurrently. So with this, what it says is you will need to recruit villagers to help you run your village's economy. Villagers can perform many of the jobs available in your buildings when they are assigned to a job slot. Different villagers recruits have different skills and allow jobs that affect what they can do. Be sure to hire a variety of villagers so you don't have any holes in your production. Higher quality recruits will have demands to join your village. This may include required structures like a church, as well as upfront payment. Villagers also have upkeep, which is assessed each month. Failing upkeep affects morale, which affects productivity. So there are going to be certain things such as, I think one of the requirements that I remember in testing is some villagers need food, or a specific kind of food. Maybe some require some berries, maybe some require mushrooms or fish in order to be a happy villager in your village. So let's go ahead and get to building our prefab structure here, which is again by pressing F, go into all items and clicking in the prefabs, and you can see all your previous structures that you've built. I like this one because it's relatively simple. It uses a very little amount of materials, and it's kind of all you really need for somebody to be happy in a home, which is a bed, which back then I guess it was a lot to have a bed back then with a roof over your head
Sense in standing idle.
versus, you know, the luxuries we enjoy now. Let's go ahead and finish this building here. Got this wall, the roof, and then the 2 wooden gable walls, along with putting a door on the front of it to finish it all off. Excuse meet Edward. We'll go ahead to the other side. Oh, we're gonna need some more wooden planks. I think we have some lumber. Yes, we do. So we can go ahead and chop those up. But this will give us a good look at what Fred has been doing here. Where if we look into the log pile, he's already cut down 51 logs. So that's like about 5 trees worth. So Fred's doing some work. Alright, that should be enough. I think those take 2 logs. Yeah, it looks about it. Still see the other varied villagers coming in through our town to take a look at it. Let's go ahead and finish this wood gable wall. And then let's go put on a door, which is under the decorations tab.
It seems we have a candidate for
There we
our
go.
fishery. Let us see if she is skilled enough to catch my evening supper.
So now we're going to be looking at the recruitments, which is again under the recruitments tab. There's now some updated pictures of the people who want to join your village. And you can see here that she's eager to join. Her name's Alice. Her skills are both in fishing and foraging, and some of her other kind of characteristics as well as her monthly upkeep, which is 1 berry. Efficient. And so
Now
we'll
to
go
see
ahead
if
and
this
hit
lake
accept.
can deliver anything edible.
And she should be kind of walking into the village. Now we need to assign her to the fishery because she's going to be she's going to take over that menial task for us. So let's go ahead to the buildings, go to our fishery here, and assign Alice to fish. Oh, there we go. So this is a little bit of a bug right now, which we're going to be addressing in our next patch, which just says assign Alice to live in a house. Currently, you just need to assign Thomas to live in a house, but you should be able to get through it still, just fine. Now we need to go to the market storage, and we're going to have to add in fish. So we can add in the 5, and I think just for the sake and brevity of time, as it's going to take Alice a little bit to get over to the jetty, we're going to go ahead and fish the other 5, but the AI will do fish for you. So in about, later on in the time, they will put it in the market storage. And I think in a normal playthrough, and it was in about maybe an hour or so, Alice was able to catch about 15 fish or so. So not bad. And that's considering that the AI also needs to sleep, especially now in the setting here. It's getting dark, so they do need to rest and to eat and to rejuvenate. So let's go ahead and catch these other 5 fish. Go ahead and take a look at our 3 stream platforms that we're on right now. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So you're welcome to view the stream from any of those locations. All of them will be equally suitable and of the same quality here. So we got a couple viewers on Twitch, got a viewer or 2 on YouTube, and I don't know where Kick hides its session info stuff. It looks like maybe 2 over there as well. Not really used to Kick's interface there, but maybe I just have to scale it a bit more because I have all of them kind of on one window over in the top right. It's almost like I'm in a... Oh, here's Alice to do some fishing. It's almost like I'm in like a NASA control center. It feels like, it's like gotta view all the monitors. You're like, what's on monitor 1? What's on monitor 2? I think we just need to catch one more fish here. I haven't really been super paying attention here, but let's go ahead and get this one caught. And I think that should be 5, hopefully. 6. Oh, even 1 too many. And we can see that Alice is going to be doing some fishing for us here, so that's great. Now that process is going to be automated, and we don't have to worry about that now, which is fantastic. So let's head over to the market storage and put these extra fish in there, and then we're going to mark them for sale. So market storage.
Now we can
put them
sell
all in.
mushrooms and fish and earn even more gold. A truly
And then go to the
inspired
market
idea
stall,
to stay here, my
and
lord,
then set them for
if you
sale
say so
right here.
yourself.
the same
One
way
must
we
have a
did it for
purse
the
full of gold
mushrooms.
to enjoy oneself in a city like Greenwood. And
So now we just need to wait a sec for new passerbyers to come in and to exchange their gold for the wonderful products that we have for sale between our mushrooms and fish. You know, everybody likes food. So, yeah. Go ahead and wait for them to come in. See, there's already a lot of them. Well, that guy's wearing green for St. Patrick's Day. Good for you. You know what day it is. And there's another guy wearing green. I swear we did not do that on purpose.
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
All that green. Here they are to go ahead and purchase our fish. Alright, so we need one more passerby to exchange some gold for us. We'll just have to wait for a little bit. But there we go. It's working about as expected. So, you know, very cool. Definitely improvement from last time. See if anybody comes back. Might have to wait for one more villager. But we can go ahead and kind of just appreciate our day-night cycle here in the meantime. They are quite long. I don't know exactly how much time it is per day or per night for when it changes over, but it definitely changes the excuse me, the mood and atmosphere a fair bit of your village here. You can see all the stars up in the sky. You get a nice kind of glow from the moon and shade as it casts across your rooftops as well. Maybe one of these people will be our seller or buyer of our fish that is remaining. You can see all the varied outfits that all of them are wearing, along with the varied names and hairstyles as well. Alright, one more.
Well, not many.
Alexander's going to be the man to do it.
Young Fred
Alright.
seems to be concerned about something.
So now we
Shall
need to
go
go talk to
him
Fred
and
and
see
see
what's up?
what's up with him. So let's go ahead and talk with Fred.
My lord, thank goodness you're here. I saw a strange man skulking around the woods. I think I've seen him before. We've had bandits stealing from us for months, sir, and we usually barricade ourselves in the house when they come. I would fight, but we have no weapons.
Leave it to us.
So now we get to do some fighting here. So now we're going to have to fight a thief. So we're going to need to equip our sword, which is by pressing 6. And we get another menu here. So in this one, it's all talking about combat. So combat, for the most part, is relatively simple. You need to first equip a weapon from slot 6, and then your villagers will also find and equip weapons if they are assigned a guardsman or a hunter job. So that would be like other like swords and shields, or like a bow, especially if they're hunting for the latter. When you're near an enemy, you can target them by pressing tab, and then you can also clear your target the same way. Left mouse button will attack the enemy and make sure you are within range. If the enemy attacks you, you can parry by pressing caps lock before they hit you. You can also use parry to feint by canceling your own attacks. Parrying an attack will stagger an enemy, giving you a chance to retaliate. So I'll try and demonstrate that the best here. I'm not the best with combat, so we'll see. So I hit tab, we'll go ahead and re-target. Edward will also come and help me fight. Oh, okay, he didn't hit me, but I didn't parry it either. Oh, he hit me there. There is health, so you do have to be careful here. So I'm going to hopefully see if Edward can kind of take the lead a little bit here. Go ahead and get a blind strike. Oh, he parried me. So I got to be a little bit careful here. Parry. Oh, a little bit too far out. Parry. Nope, he didn't even swing. Okay, I got another hit on him. And let's see if we can... Okay, this one there. Oh, he parried me. Alright. See if I can feint. Oh, I fainted him. There we go. And there we go. So,
Well
it's
done,
roughly
my lord,
combat
as
right now.
always.
Go ahead and get him out of there. And let's go back over to Fred to tell him the good news that the thief is no more. Hop over that. and he's still hard at work chopping trees.
With deepest sincerity, thank you, my lord. It feels like ages since there was a soul to defend us around these lands.
Safety is paramount. We must all remain diligent and prepare for any retribution these aggressors might seek.
A place to relax and drink some ale would really liven up this little settlement.
So
Wager we
enough
attract a
about
good
all
deal
of
more
the
visitors if we
hardships
have
of
our
combat
cruise
for right
and
now. We
tavern
need
to
to
warm our cockles
enjoy
aside.
ourselves a bit.
It
So
seems there is a
we're going
well-known
to start by
tavern
working
who's
on
interested
the
in
tavern.
doing
So we'll go ahead and press
discerning than the
K,
usual
go to our
peasants elite.
recruits
Got
tab,
this trinket
and we
from
can
the
see
Holy Land.
Harold
It is a
here.
paltry
So now
thing. I don't know why I kept it. I'd part with it for 10 gold.
finish the
You can
goal.
put it in the house we just built to make it a bit more
dial.
pleasant for our tavern keeper.
Okay, so when it comes to
I wonder how the crops are faring.
certain recruits, remember earlier we said that some of them are going to have some requirements there, and besides his monthly upkeep, which is 1 berry, which is, you know, not a hard requirement to do, the other requirement is that he needs a wall torch in a home. So let's go back to the home that we just built previously, and we're going to place a wall torch in there. You know, I guess Harold wants a nightlight, and a very bright one at that. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. Hello, Thomas again. And then we're going to place the wall torch in there. So now we can go ahead and recruit Harold. You see the requirement's been met. It's now been blue, and hit accept. And now we need to assign him to live in the home that has the torch. So go ahead and click Harold, click and drag, quarters. There we go. And now we need to go speak with them, and let's go meet him up on the road. Because like I said, we're going to try and keep this a bit timely here. We're already about getting close to 40 minutes, so about 20-ish to go. And let's talk to Harold.
Thank you for giving me a place here, my lord. I swear I won't disappoint you.
Good man.
Alright, so now we need to build the tavern if we're going to have a tavern keeper. So let's go ahead and do it in this plot of land right over here. So let's go ahead and get our foundations going. I know that there's a rock over here, so I'm going to try and build it as close as I can. There we go. And we're going to do a bit more than just 2. Let's go ahead and build a couple structures here. That's a little bit close to the rock, so we'll go ahead and kind of do an L shape. That might intersect with the hay bale, yep. So let's do this. Alright. Then 1 to equip the hammer, and let's go ahead and build these foundations up. So it's kind of an interesting, unique shape here. It's almost like one of those Tetris pieces, like 2 on the bottom, 2 on top, but you know, we have an extra 2 up there. So this will be an interesting shape and layout that we can do. I remember the last time when I did it with just 3, I believe. It was a little tight, so go ahead and mantle up on this. Go ahead and build the rest here. Oh, we're gonna need some more lumber. Thankfully, Fred's been cutting wood for us, so we don't have to go and cut down some more trees. Look at that, 124 logs to do. Perfect.
Best keep moving. No sense in standing idle.
Ahead and grab a couple. Grab 30, because we might need to cut some into planks. Let's go ahead and mantle up here and build. Alright, so now we can kind of plan the layout here a little bit. We see we got a couple of things we're going to have to build. So I imagine this back area is going to be the main bar, and maybe we'll do some dining seats here. Maybe squeeze a couple up front. So let's go ahead and go to our furniture here. Let's do a bit of the seatings. Let's do it this way. So let's do a table here. Then open up furniture tab again to get some benches. And we'll go ahead and place them here. And here. Alright, so that fills the furniture requirement, and then when we need the rustic bar and the barrel tap, which is under the services tab. And let's see, Oh, we're gonna need some more planks. A lot more planks. So let's go ahead and cut some up. Look at all these people visiting our town, and it'll be even more once we get this tavern going, because who doesn't want to come into town for a nice pint? Did they use pints back then? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Whatever denominational drink size. Mug of ale. And let's have this be the front over here. So people kind of walk into it. Kind of can see the bar at an angle as they walk in here. So they will kind of be going back here. Let's go ahead back to the services tab and let's build our rustic bar. Let's see, maybe we can do it kind of, let's do it off to the side. Let's do it about here. That is the wrong way. Go ahead and demolish that. Again, in order to not do that, take a look at the arrow. That will be the side that the computer approaches. So flip it around with one, and there we go. And then we're going to be needing our barrel tap. So let's put a nice big one over here, kind of right to the side of the bar. And there's our basic tavern. But let's go ahead and build a couple of walls. Get it looking a bit more like a building rather than just a. Look, I know there's a term for open bars, but I don't think they meant it like this. Sorry for my terrible joke. So let's go ahead and build up these walls. This is kind of a big enjoyment that you can get from this game, where you can build any building the way that you want. I'm just happen to building the structure in this way, but as long as you meet the fundamental requirements, you can really shape it to have it look any way you want. You want to be as historically accurate as possible, go for it. You want to be a monster and be goofy, go for it. You want to have buildings in no nonsensical order, the choice is yours. So anything is possible. So I'm going to do probably a half and half. I'm sure that the buildings didn't quite look like this in terms of their foundational layout, but you know, it's my kingdom. It's not anybody else's, and that's what makes it unique. Put a little touch on it. So let's go ahead and finish up this last wall here. Besides the door frame that we're going to be needing to build. And there we go. We'll worry about the roof in a second here. Yeah, there's already us using one of the benches. So let's assign Herald to the tavern, because it is a finished building, which is again by pressing K, opening up our buildings menu, going over to the tavern. Close that down. And then assign Herald to tavern.
Now that the tavern is done, I'd love to try my hand at a special recipe I've been preparing.
The happier the visitors are when they come into town, the more gold they'll spend.
Ooh, we're being attacked. One of our visitors is attacking, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. I see the sword there. Greta cannot let you do that. Let's see if we can get her this one. There we go. Well, this one, she's got a bit more health. Hey. Yo. Wow, taunting us. Okay. Ooh, I parried a little too early. Good. Oh, she parried me. Okay. Ooh, I hope that didn't hit me there. So you do have health, so I do have to be careful here. Edward, get closer and take a swing. You're not going to hit her from there. Other people are panicking and running around. Ooh, we got two swings there. I'm liking this approach more, kind of like this. If this is like a fighting game, we're like footsies. Oh, she dicked me there. Okay. There we go. Alright, nothing to worry about here. Go ahead. Get rid of that. Can't have violence in this kingdom. And let's go ahead and finish building the rest of our tavern here. So you'll see Harold go into the tavern here. He'll head to his new spot. So now we got to think about the roof structure here. Do we have the other roofs here? Okay, so we do kind of have these slanted pieces that don't have a complete piece on the other side. So we can have some extra flexibility in terms of if you have a kind of non-standard roof, I guess is the way I would describe it. Because in here, if you would have it kind of bow down here, it would kind of look a little awkward. So I think what we'll do instead
quiet
is
is nice,
use these.
But I could use some excitement from time to
Best
time.
keep moving. No sense in standing
Let's
idle.
use these kind of more slanted pieces so we can kind of do a custom roof, and hopefully I don't screw it up. And I have a plan. Let's do it this way, because then these two will line up. Alright, and then
Quiet is nice, but I could use some excitement from time to time.
The quiet is nice, but I could use some excitement from time to time.
yeah, let's do like kind of this parallel sloping here. These two should line up there. I think that should line up. We might need an extra frame there, so let's think of this plan a bit. So we'll build a wall to kind of get the roof up to there. That should be the structural support there. Do we have frames that we can build? Not yet. Okay.
I'll see you again.
Then let's do. I know we have triangular pieces that can fit in the sides here. Oh, whoops. And same with over here. We can use a triangular piece. Let's kind of fill in there. So now we'll kind of have this kind of gap here. So let's. We can do a wall over here. We can do another triangle piece here. And we'll go ahead and take out our hammer and start building this out. I think this will work. It'll be a little awkward in that middle section, but I think we'll think of something to adjust for that. So let's go ahead and build this all out. It's gonna be a little dark in here as well, so we'll probably build a couple of torches. I don't see any problem having fire next to wood. Not at all. Excuse you. Alrighty. And let's get that. These slanted roofs as well. And we need some more wood planks. Am I able to make some torches right now? Because it's already getting dark.
I'm
I
sure I'll
also
see
need
you
wood
again.
planks for those. Alright. How many logs do I have? 10? Alright, let's get a couple of more logs. Which again, Fred has been chopping them all down, so there should be plenty in here. Go ahead and a couple more. And then let's cut down some, or make some planks. Alright. You can already see it's starting to take shape over here. Kind of the way I envisioned it. Let's go ahead and build this wall. I'll kind of admit it right now that I'm not the best architect ever, but you know, hey, that's part of the fun, isn't it? To see crazy ideas will work out. I know some friends of mine, if we, played a different building game, they're like, all right, Scott's not building. But let me see here. Put in a couple of torches here to kind of lighten this place up. On these nice kind of round parts of the lumber, so you kind of stick out. There we go. It's a bit more lively in here, easier to see. And now we can finish the rest of our roof here somehow.
Best keep moving. No sense in staying.
So it would be best if I could just...
I've no complaints. Well, not many.
Be best if I can kind of just... Oh. Oh, is the guy in here attack? Oh, no. I thought you were just here for the drinks. It's a bar fight. Oh, shoot. I don't think I have much health. Oh, no. Click out of it. Uh-oh.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
There we go.
Good day, is it?
This is kind of an upgrade of a drunken bar fight, but with swords. Oh, jeez. Ulrich, why? And swing. There you go. Whew. All right. Yeah, reflect on that, Ulrich. All you had to do was enjoy a drink. Why? I guess you can really see it can be, it could really be anybody here that can show up and be an inside man. I don't know. That's kind of funny. I've never seen that before. Interesting. So it looks like we're having a small issue with finishing this roof here. So I wonder if we can just kind of plug up this wall. Does there have to be a wall underneath it? I mean, that would make sense. Let's do this. I mean, let's kind of do it like this is a door frame here. So this is kind of like the entryway, and then the actual bar will be in the back. That way,
A quiet day is a blessing.
this will allow me
even
to
if it is a bit
build
dull.
both a wall
A quiet
here.
day is a blessing, even if it is a bit dull. A quiet day is a blessing.
And then I
even
should be able to
if it
finish
is
the
a
roof
bit
piece
dull.
over here.
A quiet day is
No?
a blessing, even if it is
Oh,
a
man.
bit dull.
Lacks sufficient support. Aw, come on.
A quiet
What if
day
I get rid
is
of
a
that
blessing,
wall?
even
Can I
if
do
it
it
is
then?
a bit dull. A quiet day
Oh.
is a blessing, even if it is a bit dull.
Oh, I thought it was going to work out so well. Okay, well, we gotta think of something different here. Maybe just do a... that's gonna look really ugly, but sure.
It's not much, but it is enough.
At least the weather's hot.
Okay, not my finest work here. Oh no. Well,
A
all I
quiet
can
day
do is
is a blessing,
hide that
even if
atrocity
it
as
is
much as I
a bit
can.
dull.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was gonna work. I wonder why that doesn't count as support. I wonder if it's because it's a wooden door frame and not just a wooden door. Oh, that looks so bad. Wait. I have an idea. Can we just... Oh, do we not have floors? Ah. This is interesting. Oh, God. Oh, no. Why is nothing working for me? Can I patch this up now?
I'm sure I'll see you again.
Oh, I can build up from that one. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I need some wood planks. Alright. Certainly get some more of those. I got plenty of lumber. Just go ahead and cut up some more wood. Oh, this is really awkward. Let's go ahead and finish this off, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, it's just an extra tall roof. You know, maybe at some point we'll be able to make this like a 2-story building. We're just building the second story
One day,
really early.
simple.
I wonder how the crops are faring this season.
Can we build a wood wall up there? No. Oh, this gap's super up. Actually, we can do this. It's not gonna work. Let me go ahead and build this here. Oh, close camera angle. Then go
I'm
ahead
sure I'll
and
see you again.
build the roof up there. Please. I had it for a second. There we go.
At least the weather's holding steady.
It's a good thing we got a lot of wood to go through. Alright, and now we somehow start building it back. So we have to mirror it on this side, so we'll just
Best keep moving. No sense in
do
standing
that.
idle.
Build these walls. This will be a good time once we get this finished. We're coming up right on an hour here. And then these
I'm sure I'll see you again.
wood roofs. There we go. All right.
Hey,
And then this needs to be taken down to build a wall there.
I've no complaints. Well, not
Then one more wooden triangle roof wall up the right way, preferably. There we go. And then fix these holes over here.
I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
best
And
keep
I
moving.
think we'll be
No sense in
good after
standing
that.
idle.
Oh, no, sabotage!
Best keep moving. No sense in standing idle.
Out of my tavern again.
No sense in standing idle.
Theobald.
Hey, how's it going then?
They call him Theobald because he is bald. Oh no, Edward. He died. Oh, it's parrying me. Oh, I hit the tab. Ah! I have to avenge Edward. Oh, he parried me. Alright. That was close. I think I'm pretty close to death. No, Edward. Execute my uncle. Alright, let's finish this wood triangle. Wow, I did not think the tavern would literally involve blood, sweat, and tears to build, but I think that's it. So we have a nice 2-story structure over here, see how it looks from the outside. You know, it's actually not the worst I've ever seen. I'm not gonna say it's pretty, but hey, you know, for having to come up with that on the spot to figure that out, that's kind of all right, especially with being attacked twice in the build process of this. Again. What's with people in the tavern? Do they not like his drinks? Godfrey. Oh. Okay, well. I think that about sums it up right there. So, we don't have anything right now for Past the Tavern, but as you can see, there's quite a bit of there's quite a bit of new stuff that we added in here. Though we hope that you enjoy some of these changes, and you know, we're continuing to work on this and get it a bit more polished. But you know, in the meantime, I think that'll be it for this stream, because we're going on 1 hour and 3 minutes. So thank you very much for all of you for watching from whatever platform you're from, and I will see you again next time. Take care. Happy St. Patrick's Day.